everyone, and welcome back as always. We're back again.
Hi.
Where's Mom? Oh,
no. I need my mommy. I'm watching this movie.
Yeah, because, again, Mom has not seen Kill Bill 1. So we started doing this because when we all had to go into quarantine back in, when was it, in March? I don't even remember when we watched Kill Bill 1, but we did really enjoy it. But that was when Mom had to go off the channel. At the time, we didn't have Zoom, we didn't have webcams.
Right, we had to set up everything.
We had to figure out how to do Zoom and get the webcams and everything to be able to do it this way. So in the meantime, we were like, well, we'll just watch things that Mom normally, I don't want to say wouldn't watch, but stuff that she doesn't really care for. She does love everything we watch on the channel pretty much. Like, she loved Game of Thrones, and I know I contradict saying, like, hey, we shouldn't have her watch violent stuff because that's messed up. And yet, there's no rhyme or reason, guys. It really isn't. But that was Mom's request. She's like, yeah, if you guys want to watch something violent, go right ahead, you know. So
that was our opportunity to take advantage of it.
Yes. So we did watch a few Quentin Tarantino movies at that time, and we had a lot of fun. A lot of you have been requesting us to continue Kill Bill, and there's only 2 movies of Kill Bill. I know a lot of movies that we get into have like a whole series, and we did love the first one. It was so violent, but Quentin Tarantino is just so awesome. He is like such a good director. Everything's so intense. The characters are just so great, and the violence is like so terrible, but it's like artistic, and it's really funny sometimes, like how exaggerated it is, especially in this. And in Kill Bill, it always makes you think of anime, and of course, like that's like the influence as well. And it had kind of like a spaghetti western kind of feel. Not that I know a lot of westerns. So this one is a continuation of the first movie. And I found out from fans, so thank you guys, that Kill Bill was supposed to be just one movie. It was so long, almost 4 hours or so, that they had to split it into 2 movies, which was probably a good decision.
Wow, really?
Yeah, because that way he gets like double the money, because then people will want to go and see this one too. You know, so I thought
you gotta have it too, because she didn't kill Bill.
Yes, and we left off on a big cliffhanger there that the child is alive.
She's got a daughter.
Kim was awesome. She actually remembered that right away. Like, when we were setting up, she mentioned that. I'm like, I know. Like, that wasn't the first thing that popped in my head when I'm like,
don't remember much,
what
guys.
happened last time?
Like,
no, you do remember a lot. We do watch a lot too, but no, you remembered. And yeah, so she went through a lot, the bride. Like, we never found out her name, but she was called Black Mamba. I think of Megamind when I hear that. Black Mamba. I love that movie. So you have these like Viper assassins, and she's going after the rest of the group because
they put a hit on her.
Betrayed her, yes. And they put a hit on her while she was in the middle of her wedding, killed
and
everyone
pregnant.
at the wedding party, yes, and she was pregnant. All these awful things. So she is just so hateful and spiteful. I get it. Like, she just wants to get revenge on these people. But I thought it was so cool that she met up with, I think, Hanzo, and she went after this major boss, leader of the Yakuza. And she was also known as Cottonmouth, who was also an assassin.
She was wicked, boy.
She was amazing. She was like really elegant, but so lethal.
That briefing they had at the table.
If anyone has anything else to say, now's the effing time.
That's the perfect Quentin Tarantino stuff, you know?
Yeah.
Kills, and then she says something funny.
I know, like something so good. It's like, holy crap. And just how she's just so professional and elegant and proper, and then this violence comes out. Like, she's just so skilled. The main focus was her, and she was the first kill. So we saw things out of order. You know, there was a lot of time jumps last time. I know we were debating a lot last time, like, oh, well, why did she do that second or whatever?
Yeah,
but
why did she
it makes yeah, so it makes perfect sense. And now that you guys were telling us, so thank you for being respectful.
Thanks,
it shows you that we haven't seen certain things, because when we get confused, like, yes, okay, well, some people catch on right away, especially moviegoers, and we are technically moviegoers because we've seen so many things now. But at the same time, we're still like, so we're still learning. Right. But yeah, so thank you guys for being respectful about it. We really enjoyed doing this, and I think we should get into it and we can talk about it afterwards.
Yes, absolutely.
I hate the build up to this.
Hello, kiddo.
Yep.
Isn't it supposed to be bad luck for the groom to see the bride in her wedding dress?
I guess I just believe in living dangerously.
Oh, good. Not as dangerous as him.
Right over here.
This is horrible. Is he going to actually sit down? Does he have a gun on him?
Ooh,
Oh,
ooh,
yep.
He's unbuttoning his button.
And there are the ladies. Yep. Or no. Guy too. Oh.
Oh, these poor people. Doo-doo-doo. What the hell?
But you haven't by any chance kept up with your swordplay.
I pawned that years ago.
You hawked a Hattori Hanzo sword.
I love the music. It's so dramatic.
I blew her away. No shit. Oh my god.
Gross.
Ah.
Oh, he just has that handy?
Oh my god. Gonna call
Bill.
Bill.
Maybe.
You never guess who I got.
Oh, her.
Oh.
Wrong brother.
Oh, Miser. Wow, at least she gets a makeshift coffin.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh, they're nailing it.
That's a nightmare. That, oh, worst way to die. Oh my god. Even if you could open it, just all the dirt would come
Exactly. How do you, the gravity.
So began legend. A Pai Mei's 5-point palm exploding heart technique. He hits you at 5 different pressure points on your body. But once you've taken 5 steps, your heart explodes. He teaches no one a 5-point palm exploding heart technique. Now,
That's good.
Are you a statue? Sorry, it's so dramatic with the zoom in. He's gonna do something epic. Whoa!
我已經俾機會你同我鷹爪拳比試啊！
Oh, she tried to cheat.
如果你唔想我斬嘅，落手。
Oh.
而家開始。由聽日開始你要練武，記住。
How fun.
I love the sound effects.
敵人，你哋嘅身體只係3寸。
She's gonna have some bloody broken knuckles.
Oh, he's hitting her too.
Oh,
Oh,
poor thing.
oh, stick your face in it. It's disrespectful though. Nope, nope, you won't like it.
She got it. She got it. You can do it.
And her feet are tied.
Good. Oh, she had a blade in her boot. Okay, she's loose. Now she's control that dirt.
Wow. But all the dirt's gonna come in too. Ooh. And then hold your
Okay.
breath.
Hold your breath, baby.
Then you gotta work fast. Look at her climb out.
What?
Woo!
Get her mouth out.
That's
Okay.
crazy.
May I have a glass of water, please?
I'm a little parched.
Haha, just in time. Revenge. There it is.
Oh.
Remember that from last time?
Jump your head there.
Yeah, right, boom.
Take the money. No, he's gonna cut his head off. Look underneath it.
A snake! Oh, perfect bite. 2 bites, 3 bites. We are snakes after all.
She doesn't even care about the money? Or is she picking it up? Okay, good.
Uh,
I was going to say.
wow. I love
Watch
the
out.
sound effects. Oh, the flying pig. That's great. Oh, I love it. The kid opened their swords. Oh my god, equally matched. I love it. I can't open it.
Oh, right down the toilet.
I'm gonna wash your face off. Gross.
Oh.
To my brother Bud, the only man I ever loved.
So he kept it?
What did you say to Pai Mei to make him snatch out your eye?
Ew. Ew. Ew.
I killed that miserable old fool.
Oh. And then
Oh,
oh,
she poked her other eye out.
oh god. That's so nasty. Ew. 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 I respect you, Black Mamba to Black Mamba. The gun.
Just in case.
What? That's different.
Sword sticking
Boo.
Freeze, mommy.
Oh,
Bang, bang! Oh!
Oh, how messed up.
Pretty little girl you
Yes, me too, mommy.
She's a cute kid.
I leave you ladies too.
He's so psycho. Like, he feels bad, but the fact that he just left them alone, like that's his apology.
I'm gonna ask you some questions. You're to tell me the truth.
son of a gun.
Dark.
Holy shit.
are. The morning I left, I was sick. Remove cap and urinate on the absorbent end for 5 seconds.
It's a long time to wait. Yeah.
Hello, can I help you? Can you just leave it by the door?
Holy crap.
I just found out that I'm pregnant.
What is this?
Just look at the strip.
Shoot you right in your eye.
Please.
Holy crap.
Don't move.
Oh my
I'll
god.
kill you in a second.
Congratulations.
Really? Just holy crap.
Strip turned blue. I was a killer.
Wow.
For you.
I
I overreacted. Oh my god.
You and I have unfinished business.
You ain't kidding.
Holy crap. Oh no, oh no.
Whoa.
Oh, she's gonna touch. Oh, she's gonna take his freaking heart out.
Oh, that was a technique.
Pai Mei taught you the 5-point palm exploding heart technique.
Of course he did.
Ha. Skadoosh.
Here he goes.
Ew, gross. Exploding heart. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh.
Just like that. Boom. How poetic. I had to let it all out. Aww. Oh, she's so cute. This rejoins her cub. It all is right in the jungle. Good. Bravo.
Did it.
That was insane.
Wow. She
What
has
a
been through
movie.
Hell and back. What a
Yeah.
prize she got at the end.
I gotta tell you, like, I was so shocked at myself. Like, I know we contradict things where I'm like, oh, mom shouldn't watch this, but we're blind to a lot of stuff. So I just kind of guess if it's going to be too much for Mom. And I really do love Quentin Tarantino, but he can be extremely violent, or most of his stuff is violent.
Yes,
so
he can.
I kept going back and forth. So I'm happy we watched the first one without Mom, but then after that I'm like, well, maybe we could watch a second one with her because she loves doing this. But I am happy now we stuck to the original way and just, continue with just us, because I'm like, what was I thinking? She would have been like so distraught watching
Oh yeah,
this.
the trailer scene between Bud
everything.
and Al, forget it.
I gotta tell you, that trailer scene when they were fighting was the freaking best, because when they were pulling out those Hanzo swords and they could not get him out of this thing, like the sheath, like I was just cracking up, because every single time the ceiling, ching, the wall, ching, like everywhere, and it was so great. Like the choreograph, that was just so amazing. I loved it. It was so entertaining. I hate the violence, but it works really well, and there's so much humor in it that I was cracking up the entire time. That's the whole point. And I was like,
yeah, and the
it's
trailer
so
walls
bad.
are so thin that they just go right through, go right into the bathroom.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Oh my god, they destroyed everything. And she's so twisted.
Yeah.
She's nuts with the iPad. She loves to torment people. And I love it how she hates Black Mamba, the bride, Beatrix. But I think it's so cool that she respects her, because she is the ultimate killer. Like, she's so skilled and really good at what she does, and she's like, she deserved a better death than getting killed by a redneck like you, or whatever she said to Bud.
Right.
And oh my god, so she got the fight of a lifetime. She survived. She got out of that freaking grave, was able to dig out.
That was phenomenal.
I love how exaggerated that was too, because her even like going like climbing out of the dirt was so unrealistic. But I love how she escaped, and the training she had was just amazing. I love the direction it took. Time lapse, like you're jumping from the past to the present, and it was easy to understand. I know the first movie we saw, we did get it, but at the same time, like, some things got confused. But this I totally got, and impressive.
Right, and it made more sense on how she could get out with the backdrop of Pame.
Yeah.
So.
Wow. And I like how we focus on certain characters that we haven't met before, like Bud, and then seeing what he went through too, like with his crappy job. And I'm like, man, you kind of feel bad for him, but he's a killer. He went and they massacred all these people, at a wedding or at a rehearsal or whatever. And I'm like, oh, so just
For
the way
his
it was
brother.
filmed was
I mean,
great.
come on.
Yeah, and that was his brother too. And how Bill has all these people who just love him. They absolutely love him. His whole squad.
Yeah.
And it's,
The
sorry,
ultimate
baby, a Black Mamba came in here. It was Black Mamba's fault or whatever. Like, how fitting was that?
That was.
And she
that
loved
was,
doing that to him.
I can't believe that he actually bought it, if he did on the other side of the phone,
Yeah.
Like, how could he?
I was kind of wondering when he was ready to like do a trade-off with that Hanzo sword, and when she was coming over with $1 million, I'm like, I don't know, like, they're all killers and they just took out one of their own, no problem, and they joke about it. I'm like, I don't think she's just going to give him $1 million. I feel like she's going to definitely do something.
Yeah, and he
to
doesn't
him.
look like he's fit to, like, he looks like he's been out of the circuit for a while,
Yeah,
He
that's
might,
true. Because we haven't really seen a lot of fight with him. He had his rifle or shotgun.
Yeah, he was prepared for, like,
yeah,
an
but he
intruder,
wasn't like, yeah, not at all. And just out in the middle of nowhere, too. I'm like, wow, so lonely, and you kind of feel pity, but not really for him. But what a way to go. 3 bites to the face. That was so perfect. And then she sits there. She wrote down on her pad exactly what's going to happen. And there was a lot of detail. She's flipping through freaking pages. How sadistic is she to have that much joy from that? Like, okay, well, let me just see. I really researched this because I really wanted to know. And I wanted to make sure I could really read this back to you and take my time. So what a bad death for him, huh? He's paralyzed. And it's getting worse. And he's just, like, slowly dying in the most painful way. And she's just telling him how he's gonna die, like you're gonna actually know exactly what's going on. It's
and
so
as she's
bad.
doing it, the Black Mamba's still in the trailer.
Yeah,
like it's still in there.
What a fitting death for her, right? Like, here, okay, the Black Mama's probably going to take her out. How the heck is she going to get out of there? Is someone that knows Bud, who cares about Bud, is, going to go to his trailer and try to find him, see the dead body, see her there because she can't get out. She can't see. Or is the Black Mama going to take her out? She has no eyes. She can't see anything. Like, she can't do anything anymore. Like, her job is done. So just leaving her there, not actually finishing the job, wow. Like, that was
She
worse
had
than
this slow,
death.
torturous death, yes.
Yeah, so either way, she was going to die by that snake or just be blind and
bleed out.
Or bleed out. Oh, that whole scene
Yeah, and when she
spazzed
stepped on it
me.
with her bare foot. between her toes.
That was so nasty. Ew! I know, I freaked out. Anything with eyes, like anything, but that was just so...
I'm glad it didn't like pop out between the toes and hit the wall or something.
I was wondering what was going to happen because the whole thing was I couldn't get their Hanzo swords out. It was like bink, bink, and then they're face to face, and I'm like, okay, someone's going to get cut in the face. Like, what's going to happen? Then they're doing eye contact, and they just talked about the master dying. Like, haha, I murdered him, and what did you do to lose your eye? And so it was built up there. So I'm like, I had a second where I was like, okay, there's something going to happen there. Oh, the eye. Ew. But it shows you the master really did respect her. Like, Bill told her that everything you are, he hates. He judges you already, you know. It's going to take a long time for him to warm up to you. And he did warm up to her. He told her his greatest secrets. The eye pokey thing, pulley thing, whatever, plucky thing. And then he taught her the whole, like, 5-point pressure, whatever it was, exploding heart technique.
Explosion heart thing.
Yeah, and I was just like... insane. So that was pretty cool that she really gained the respect of the master because she really worked hard and respected him, you know, to the point where he respected her back. And wow, and then that crazy woman just killed him because she's nuts.
Yeah, she was not as respectful, and you can tell she just has a grudge on everything, you know.
She really does.
And I think she's bitter. I think she loved Bill and she wanted to be Bill's top assassin.
That's a good point too, probably. And she was jealous of Black Mamba, so she didn't want to have that at all. But I'm glad that she did respect her to a certain extent, to be like, how dare she die at the hands of you.
Oh yeah, and she so wanted to kill her the first episode where she wanted to kill her in the hospital.
She was a nurse.
Please.
Remember?
Yeah.
She had the plus sign on her eye patch. That was like the best. I was like, I love it. The way this was filmed is so well done. I found myself laughing so much through it.
Especially the master with his beard. And just
I love him, yeah, because you were scared of him, but it made it okay because he was so funny and very anime-like. They really exaggerated everything. He jumped and balanced on her sword when she's like this. Like, he's super lightweight. Like, not only is he like so elegant where he can jump and accurately like just imbalance right on her sword, she doesn't go whoa or like fall forward because of the weight. So here he's like super lightweight all of a sudden too. He just like is all wise and learned all these magical techniques. I just love that idea. You know, he's just like this epic person of mystery. You know, you have to learn these ancient ways. I know nothing about Kung Fu. We watched Kung Fu Panda and I was like relating that like crane style or something. He said eagle at one point, which doesn't involve Kung Fu Panda, but then she had like the tiger, and I remember Tigress doing this a lot, and I'm like, oh my god, it's like that same technique, you know, so they really know what they're doing.
Oh yes, and I liked when they were eating together, just a bowl of rice, and he refused to have her eat like a dog. He said, if you want to eat, you have to eat like a human. And her hand's shaking after all the training.
Oh, you felt that. She
can't even pick up the chopsticks, and she finally got it, and she got it.
She did. I really
he
thought.
Probably said, "Yep, she can do this."
I love that too. You can see it on his face, approval. Like, okay, good. I respect that. Okay. But at first, like when she pushed it to the edge, I thought she was going to get just so upset and just knock it over and be like, I should just be a dog because I can't do this right now. And then go through a lot more training. But, I mean, of course she did go through a lot more training. But, yeah, so I'm glad that she did. She tried, and he accepted that, and he was proud of her. And, wow. Yeah, so overall, like, which one did you like better? Did you like this movie or the first one?
I liked both of them. This one was easier because I knew it was going to be, okay, that's going to be her goal. I mean, I knew she was going to get, you know, everybody on the list on the first one. But this was the big goal that she had, and I was just like, she's got to kill Bill. And how she was going to meet up with the daughter, who had the daughter. I actually thought Elle had the daughter. I thought she was with Bill. Yeah. And she was going to try to fight her just to keep the kid too, and have them all to herself. But I don't know. I like both of them, but this one I like this one too. It was really good. I don't know. It's kind of like a toss.
It is hard. I want to say in the moment I like this one better. Again, like I know this was supposed to be just one full movie, both movies. I really liked how this concluded. I liked Bud's character. Like it was just a change of pace from the first movie. This was really gory too, but the first one was like so over the top gory, and I like the anime style and influence in that though. That was a lot of fun. I really don't know. They just had different energies, I guess. I found myself really laughing a lot. I'm like, holy crap, and I got really into it, and so I kind of like right now in the moment I like this one more. But yeah, like I love that whole fight in the trailer was just my favorite highlight.
Oh, that was too much.
Yeah, it was too much. And the whole thing with Bill, like keeping the daughter from her like that, shooting her in the head, like how messed up are you?
Just
and
telling her, a matter of fact, yeah,
you shouldn't have double crossed me. Well, you should have known, or that's on you, or whatever you said to her. Like she was just so shocked that he would do that to her. But he's crazy. He's a psychopath or a sociopath, probably both. But for him to just have these things stored at his house too, like he has this truth serum now, and I don't even know if truth serum's a real thing. Like I know they have things that maybe possibly can tell you some of the truth, but for him to have like this whole, thing that he made up.
He was set up.
Yeah.
He was set up for her to come, and he probably knew, immediately when everyone died.
Yeah.
He knew. He's like, okay, she's coming to get me, and I got to be prepped.
Yeah.
And how fitting when she came into the house, when she sees this little girl, and they're playing, oh, he got me, I'm dying, they're playing a game.
Yeah.
And what is she going to do? She's not going to, she's so shocked right off the bat, first off, that she even has a live child, a child 4 years later.
Yeah.
And the child's calling her mommy. I mean, how do you can't kill the dad right then.
I know. How hard is that for him to actually put her in the mix and to play it like a game when she enters the room and they have their squirt guns? And I'm like, holy crap, he's so messed up. And how smart is this kid? Like, he is so intellectual, and the things he's teaching her, he shouldn't teach a 4-year-old, but she's so smart because of what he's been telling her. But thank God that Beatrix was able to take her out of the equation at that point, because I'm sure she would have been so freaking messed up. She would have been so messed up growing up. But what a good kid, and I'm so happy that Beatrix got what she needed at the end. Like, she deserved that.
So happy.
She
that
was
smile
robbed.
was $1 million smile.
Yeah, and her crying on the floor, like, at first I'm like, she regrets what she did to Bill, but she knew she had to. She would never take it back because she did truly love him. But I know she was so happy and relieved that she had her baby back, because that was her ultimate thing. And she made that decision when she found out that she was pregnant, that she can't have him in the picture with her. So she was very relieved and happy.
She thought she made the best decision. She wanted to leave that whole life. Mm-hmm. And she knew she had to leave him completely to do that life. He did not like that.
Wow. Again, I love the mix of this. It's so twisted. It is realistic in certain ways, and it's so exaggerated in others. I just love the mix of it. It just works so well. And we even saw Samuel Jackson in the beginning. That was fun, too. We love him. We see him in a lot of our shows.
We found out he died.
Yes, thank God we didn't see it. I was so afraid they were going to show us the massacre. Yes, we see a lot of blunt things in her face in these movies, but I just did not want to see that. And I was so afraid during that whole build-up in the beginning. Like, again, well-filmed, because there's so much build-up, you don't know what's going to happen. And even, like, with her walking, like, okay, I need some air, and she's happy, and she's walking down that aisle, and then she's looking out, and I'm like, okay, they're there. They're pointing guns. Oh, my God, that's why she's all of a sudden, like you see her face like fall, and I'm like, oh gosh, she's already scared. And then all of a sudden, no, she's just having a moment and thinking about things. And so it keeps tricking you to think these bad things are going to happen. And no, not yet. You don't know when it's going to happen. And we don't know the whole story yet. So Bill comes in, and we didn't know at that point that she blew him off, and he didn't know about the pregnancy, we kind of knew something about that, because she's like, it's and then she got freaking shot. We did watch that twice or 3 times. I think we saw it twice last movie. Ugh. But anyways, I was freaking out that whole time, because I'm like, okay, we're going to see all these characters' heads get blown off, and they're all her friends, and even though they don't know who she really is and stuff, like, she wanted a happy life. And again, with the truth serum, she knew it wasn't going to work, but they were still innocent and all that.
I know. And the preacher's wife is like, are you sure you don't want any of your family here? And, just like pushing her on it. It's just like, they are my family. My friends are my family.
Yeah.
That was so funny when she pretended that Bill was her father.
Oh, yeah. Oh my God, that was so weird. And then she's like kissing him and no one's seeing that. I'm sure they were busy talking and stuff. And I'm like, that's freaking weird. They're like, you're kissing your dad in a weird way. That's why you don't want your family here. But that was so intense, that whole scene. Beautifully done, mainly like in that antique-ish, like black and white. A lot of different things going on. And then we had that big like flashback to her training with her master. I love that master. He really scared me, but he was so much fun to watch.
He was a character.
Yeah, and I'm so happy he taught her that technique. Maybe he had something against Bill, like he did respect Bill to a certain extent, but why would he teach Beatrix that move? I mean, I know he really respected.
Right, and Bill didn't even know it, right?
Yeah, Bill didn't even know it. Yeah, because he wasn't
Yes,
worthy of it, or he knew not to do it because he was probably, of course, a bad man, and he knew that. But I'm curious if the master showed her the technique because he had an idea that maybe she would have to take out Bill eventually, or hope to, before all this stuff happened. Maybe because he just respected her a lot and said, "Yep, you're worthy
She's
to
the
know."
chosen one. She should know.
Yeah. So curious what you guys have to say about that, because I don't know. But man, Bill, like, the acting in this was just so fantastic. I loved it so much. And you really felt for Uma Thurman. Like, I love her acting in this. It was great. When her other eye was plucked out and she's screaming. Yeah, when she was screaming, I was freaking out. Like, holy crap. That scene got to me so much.
It was. And it was so fitting for her because she was so excited that first that B was going to have a nice slow death. And here she is.
Yuck.
You know what? Tables are turned, babe.
Yuck. There's no more Kill Bills, just the 2 movies, and very intense, very fun. I do like Beatrix a lot. I'm glad we found out her name. And it was funny because in the first movie we heard that too, where there was beeping, like they would bleep it out, her name, so we couldn't hear it. But we only heard that once in this one. So
yeah, I was like, oh, what's that?
It did throw me off for a second because I was like, oh, wait a second. I was like, why was there beep? I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. They blank out her name so you can't hear her name. So that was kind of funny humor too, to be like, oh yeah, it's still a mystery. I'm happy for her. I'm glad she got her way at the end, and holy crap, she killed so many people in the mix. But it truly seems like she wants to be on a good path. Like, she's done with that bad life. And
yeah, and you know what? They were going to keep killing her. They were going to keep trying to kill her.
Yeah.
You know? They were just going to, do her in. So
yeah, what a messed up job to be in, huh? Like, how do you get into that? It's crazy.
You can't get out of it.
It's so crazy. And how innocent she was, like, just like in love, smitten by Bill. Like, whatever you need me to do, that's great.
Right, listening to his stories and by the fire.
Bill, what a fitting end for him. Explosion of the heart. It's almost like it's heartbreaking because he did love this woman. That quick battle at the end, we had so much build up with that whole speech at the end. Like, that was so well done too. Like, him comparing Superman with Clark Kent, and then Spider-Man, Peter Parker. Like, that was actually a really cool speech. And yes, like, she's like Superman. Like, this is who she is. She's Beatrix, and yet she's taking on this persona because she wants to live a normal life. So I love that. But it was such a slow scene, but it was intense. And then all of a sudden they're sitting outside and it just happens, and bam, 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 with the sword play, and just insane, and her twisted in the chair. That was so crazy. And just even like with her falling back and then coming back with the sheet and just taking in the sword, like, that was insane. And then she did the move. I just loved it. It was just so quick at the end. And once he knew he was dead because she did the move and he had to walk 5 steps, he just had a nice moment with her, and he stood up and he took it like a man and died like a man.
Called her a name before he died.
Yeah, and it was so great too in the credits just now how they're showing all these characters and they show him just laying on the ground. Bill. Kill Bill. She did it. So that was really fitting too.
That was great.
So I think we'll end it there just because it is getting late, but I'm so happy we squeezed this in. You guys have been requesting this for a while. We never want to tease you guys. We never try to say, oh, we're just going to watch one thing and never get to the next. It's just we've had so many other bigger requests that we've been trying to get out of the way in a good way. Like, we love it. So we did that, and then we just decided to try to take an extra morning to actually finally watch this. So thank you for your patience.
I'm glad to see the ending.
Yeah, me too. I am
Great
too.
ending.
Satisfied. And honestly, I thought maybe I saw more of this movie, and I really didn't. I was like, yeah, no. I remember there was a master stroking his beard. I remember seeing something like that. So I must have just walked in when my friends was watching it, and I was like, oh, what are you doing? You know. But yeah, like, this was a lot of fun. I'm glad we watched it together. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you very soon as always. Bye, guys. Bye.